Welcome everyone. In this video, we're going to see a quick review of the Yonex Arcsaber 11 Play. Yonex says it's an even balance racket, but it feels slightly head heavy thanks to the control assist bumper that is also available in this Play series. So this racket also has a game, tour and a pro series. So the Play series is the entry level racket, and as you go up the racket ladder you'll have more exotic materials, but this one is just graphite. It is 10 mm longer, and that's about it. It is also made in China. Let's start with the positives. Even though this is the entry level racket in the series, it does have a good amount of shuttle hold, and that helps you play the net game much faster. If you have not played with an Arcsaber 11 series or the Arcsaber 7 series, when you pick this racket up and when you try the net game, you will find that your net shots are much better compared to your earlier rackets, which do not have the same capacity to hold the shuttle. So what do I mean by having a longer shuttle hold? So whenever a shuttle hits the racket, the amount of time the shuttle spends on the strings is what is called a shuttle hold. For this racket, or pretty much all the Arcsaber 7 and Arcsaber 11 series, it is that just a bit longer, just a tad bit. It's like just a fraction of a second longer. So that helps you with control, that helps you with net play, that even during smashing it helps you generate a steeper smash because the shuttle stays on the racket a little longer, so it takes a little bit more of the direction that the racket is trying to hit the shuttle. So that helps with control. With the addition of the control assist bumper, it adds a little bit of weight to the head, so it feels little head heavy. So this racket is more suited 60% for power and 40% for defense. But the Arcsaber 7 series doesn't have this control assist bumper, so it is more of a 60% defensive and control racket and only 40% power. So coming to the drops, clears and slices, this racket is very good. So overall this is a very good racket for someone at the intermediate level and someone who is actually an advanced level player but doesn't want to spend too much money. And if you're playing doubles, and there is always a high risk of a clash and losing the racket, so this makes a very good racket for someone who is intermediate and above. Let's talk about the negatives. So the first negative is the shaft, meaning it is either a positive or a negative because this shaft is very stiff compared to an entry level racket, and that makes playing with this racket challenging for beginners. If you're a beginner, do not pick this racket, and it's also heavy. You might have some problems with your elbows and wrists because how heavy this racket actually feels. It is a 4U, it is an even balance racket, but it feels heavy. Coming to the last negative of the racket, it is an entry level racket. It is made for a budget. It doesn't feel anywhere nice when it comes to dampening the vibration like the Tour or the Pro level series. When you hit off the sweet spot, because the racket is stiff and relatively heavy, it doesn't go out, or it doesn't go in a direction that you did not intend to, because the racket doesn't twist. It is very good at still maintaining control even in off sweet spot hits, but it does give a very long, dull, prolonged vibration that you feel that okay, this racket, it gives you a cheap feeling whenever you hit off sweet spot. Only in the middle it feels golden, but off sweet spot it doesn't feel great. And if you hit the frame, it gives you a jarring feeling that translates to your wrist and elbow. That is why I'm saying beginners stay away from this racket. So if you want to buy a beginner Arcsaber racket, that would be the 73 Lite. That is much more forgiving. It's much more softer. It is the shaft is softer. The overall feel is softer. It doesn't give you any sort of very nasty vibration like this. But if you are an intermediate to advanced player, and if you're looking for a great budget racket, this is the racket for you, because the shaft is stiff, the racket has relatively good amount of weight, it is great for control, you can place the shuttle wherever you want it. Net play is amazing. So in doubles, net play is very much cut and throat, because if you're playing at a high level, your net play has to be really good, otherwise the opponent is going to kill the shuttle. So not for beginners, but for advanced or intermediate players. So that's a quick review of the Arcsaber 11 play. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you have, please consider hitting the like button and also subscribing for more such videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.